My name is Aser Hammash, and I'm 17 years old, from Jordan, from Palestine, and I play the piano.
Amazing. So tell me, Aser, what does music mean to you when you start to play the piano?
Well, music means whenever like I have a feeling of something, of like including love, including missing, I just go play piano to just unleash it, just unleash or release the energy that I have inside me. And what music means to me, warmth. It means community to me because it makes me feel safe, and it makes me feel like I'm surrounded by people that I love, and the opposite.
Yeah.
And the people that I love and the opposite are artists, not inside and out,
Right.
not just on the outside, on the inside.
That's really important. And who is your inspiring pianist that you always look up to?
Well, I'm looking up to Yani, Zaid Dirani, and Ludovico Einaudi.
Very nice. And they're very popular pianists. Excellent. So you are on the spectrum, right?
Yes.
Autism spectrum disorder. People don't understand what that is. Maybe you can explain to the world, and also how were you able to challenge yourself to be a self-taught pianist?
Well, I'm actually basically that autism spectrum. I may think that I may have thought that some people don't accept that. I may have thought that some people they cringe, cringe physically and mentally, and but no, apparently, thanks to you convincing me that they would get inspired, and they would get inspired, and people they would love to hear that, because they will feel the uniqueness of the spectrum.
Can you explain what are the pros and the cons of being on the spectrum?
Well, the pros on being on the spectrum is people will have a higher chance of helping you, a higher chance of a support, higher chance of proving that you are unique when you're on the spectrum. The cons is that higher sensitivity, such as HSP, highly sensitive. HSP stands for highly sensitive people.
Okay. Do you think because you are on autism spectrum, you became very talented in the musical part and you started to teach yourself? Do you think it has a connection? Or do you think it's just something that you were inspired by and started to teach yourself?
Well, at the age of 3, when I was a kid, basically my father, God bless him, he brought me a piano, like an org. Basically, I didn't know what was that. I didn't know what to do in it. I didn't know the chords. I didn't even know what was that.
Yeah.
So basically it's I was just pressing on it. I was almost a toddler, 3 years old, almost a toddler.
Yeah.
And at the age of 7. 4 years later, at the age of 7, I brought the org with me to Dubai.
Okay.
I started with the basics, C, D, E, E, D, C, like, you know, those kind of things, the basics. And then within time, I started playing random things, an echo, adding an echo on the org, like almost a DJ, you know what I mean?
That's really cool.
Yeah, so basically, then I started to, at the age of 8, I started to even learn more, and like it grew up with me. This kind of talent and the hard work and both actually combining together, it grew up with me.
That's amazing.
That now I compose.
That's beautiful. I can see it in your face. You light up when we're talking about music. It is part of you, and you can always play any instrument, but now you're focusing on being the pianist. So
Exactly.
can you give us a small advice for people on the spectrum that they would like to grow their talent? What kind of advice would you give them first?
Well, what kind of advice would I give them?
Yeah.
I think that the kind of advice that I would give for the people on the spectrum is taking their time at the piano, like taking their time, unlimited time, not limited, so that they can like embrace, because when they have unlimited time, there will be a higher chance of creativity coming into their minds.
I
So,
love that.
Second of all, basically like there will be time for them to just like see and then just try again.
Yeah. And it's okay if they failed. It's okay if they didn't get the right note, right? Like, I'm sure you had experience where you didn't get the right note.
You know what I would tell them to motivate them to watch and learn.
Yeah.
Observe the fingers that I play on the piano, and then just imitate it. Like, honestly, like actually even revise it. Sort of like that would be okay.
Do you think music will help community to be more accepting with each other?
Yeah, it will, because I've experienced this, I have tested it, and like I have seen a lot of people, and like it's like that's why there's something called music therapy, music like, because it just like it has like we can feel the spirit, we can feel the soul coming.
That's really interesting. Yeah. That's really interesting.
Yeah, because like that's why whenever there's a sad scene, or like a loving scene, or like even an action scene in the movies, they put a song so that it can play or inspire. They can play with the human being's feelings.
Yeah.
And or inspire him.
Yeah.
Either of the both.
That's a very good observation skills there. And lastly, what are your future goals and ambitions?
My future goals and ambitions are being a pianist and having like going viral, having a career, and being other than being a viral, like, you know, for example, Ludovico Einaudi. Other than that, I would love to be a teacher, teacher of a piano.
Nice. I love that, and I wish you all the best.
Teacher and then a CEO.
Of the school, of the Center for
Institute.